I've been making music for like 5 years, so I got stuff that I haven't released ever. I only told people about it like a year and a half ago. I
Now,
wasn't even on Instagram, guys. I had to learn how to use all of that
When did you get on Instagram?
a year and a half ago. I promise you, for just for the music. Like I didn't know. I did wasn't. I was on social media. All right, cool. So this song, I took my sister to the studio, and she got tired of me making like really aggressive man hater music. And she's like, "Yo, make some like, why you always like this?" And I'm like, "You don't understand me."
You make love.
Another person I really like is I like Wizkid. Wizkid's really good.
yeah,
Wizkid's really good.
yeah.
Off the top of my head now, I gotta go into my iTunes to see the last
Like
person
your
I
thoughts.
listened
I
to.
like your thoughts because I saw you when you said Wizkid, you kind of dazed off.
Yeah, I was listening to him before this, so it kind of just popped in my mind.
Yeah, 012, it's that time again. We welcome you to Cap City Digital with myself, of course, Tommy M, and your boy.
That's from the AK Gods and the K Mr. Too Fresh.
Today we've got the most talented, the most beautiful. We've got Queen all the way out in the UK. And yeah, we're gonna take South Africa to the world and bring the world to South Africa. And it's that time. Queen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
It's 6 p.m. on our side. What time is it out that side for you?
Well, it's about 5:12, like after 5, almost 6.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. Um, how's your day been today?
It's been pretty good. I try to chill out today. I've been working the past couple of weeks so fast, like filming stuff and doing music and work in real life. So it's like a lot. Today I try to chill out, but I still did some music. What about you guys?
You got a 9 to 5?
Yeah, I got 9 to 5. I do tech support over the phone, BT. And then at nighttime, I'm Batman or I'm out doing a show. So
Awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing.
So let's get into it. So who is Queen? Where are you in the world? And how do you find yourself in music? I know you make, amazing hip hop music, the new
yeah,
genre, hip hop music, So let's,
yeah.
who's Queen and where are you from?
Okay, so my actual name is Quintina Sima. And yeah, it's Quintina Sima, and it's like
Beautiful
ancient
name.
Greek. My dad was really into philosophy and music, and I'm originally from Nigeria.
Beautiful.
And yeah, but now I live in the UK. Been making music for a couple years. Never told nobody about it. Like I've always done it my whole life, but like it was just me going to the studio from vibes, and then someone died, you know, and I was like, oh shit, what if I die? And then, no one knows this. Well, my sister's always been telling me for years, so I was like, fuck it. I started going to open mics, and here we are.
Carpe diem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Now, in terms of you making music, what genre of music were you recording at that time? Did you, originally, start making hip hop music, or did you start off in a different genre? What was your kind of influence?
Okay. I got a cool story for you guys. So when I was younger, yeah, I don't really like talking about it because like I'm trying to heal my inner child.
Please
Yeah,
do.
so I was on the internet, but I was such a nerd. I didn't listen. I got on Apple Music like 10 years ago. Like I actually had an account and everything because I used to make my own music when I was a kid off of YouTube. So I was really into just like computers and stuff. So I never really listened to it. I would make my own recordings off of my phone on YouTube and make my own songs and like force everyone to listen to them and come over.
Wow.
So yeah, so now I'm now experiencing other artists and other music, and I like Beyonce, Michael Jackson, James Brown, and I love like everybody. Like everything is like a sponge to me. I'm just like, oh, this is so cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned that there was a point where you felt like, you know what, let me just make music.
Yeah.
Just let me know your mindset behind, okay, let me start making music. What's the first things that you do?
Well, I think like it was always been a part of me. It just kind of, I would say it saved my life. It's just when I struggled really bad with, you know, depression stuff with life. And the only thing that ever seemed to not be like weird was music. So I would just make theme songs about my life
Yeah.
to kind of cope with my life because I couldn't, you know, feel it in other ways. And it just kind of thing. I always want to make music. There's no
Yeah.
time I probably don't.
Yeah.
It's like a kind of addiction.
Yeah.
But it's because I didn't do it for like money or anything. I do it because that's I feel like my vessel is for.
Yeah.
And how long are you now in the UK?
This is gonna be like my 6th year.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the past 5 years, what's your, span like? What were you up to in the past 5 years? Were you then like releasing music
Okay.
then already?
Okay.
Because the
Well, a
whole
lot has happened. Well, in the past 5 years, a lot has happened. I'm making a documentary about it currently, which is what I've been filming, and a musical about the stuff that's happened because it's like it wouldn't even make sense or sound real to a lot of people because a lot of it was God and not me.
Yeah.
okay, that's
And it's like, you know, this the only way I can explain it is through song.
Mm-hmm.
So like I had like a family situation, you know, my family went through a really hard path and I took on a lot of responsibility and it led to a lot of things happening in my life and I couldn't talk about it to anybody because everybody got their own stuff. So I went to jams, like random places, random people music, and I made songs about it and like jokes and stuff. And people just started to fuck with the vibe, and they're like, "Yo!" And people started to recognize me in other places and call me back to sing to places. And like everyone knows who I am, but they don't know me, but they know shit that's happened because I told them in a song.
Yeah.
And it's kind of built a community of people. And yeah, so I that's just what I've been doing and trying to turn it into something.
so so does the documentary then cover mostly, your life then in the UK in the
Well,
past?
the documentary, yeah, okay, yeah. The documentary covers my life in the past 5 years. I traveled quite around the world. I was spiraling and I traveled around the world following the music. I would just go to different places and just like go in like the villages to kind of live like the locals
Mm-hmm.
where it was really cheap, just escape. And I'll take my recording equipment there and just look for places to perform and just do stuff like that. And it taught me a lot. I wouldn't stay too long, but they would
Yeah.
always ask to come back. But yeah. And I made a map out of it and trying to add that to the whole documentary.
So when is this documentary coming out?
Well, guys, I got it sitting with the videographer tomorrow. I'm aiming for probably the end of the year.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good.
Yeah, that's
Decent.
not
But
bad. Not
there's a
bad.
lot of music in between. I've been making music for like 5 years. So I got stuff that I haven't released ever. I only told people about it like a year and a half ago. I
Now,
wasn't even on Instagram, guys. I had to learn how to use all of that
When did you get on Instagram?
a year and a half ago. I promise you, for just for the music. Like I didn't know. I was on social media.
So then what was your life like in Nigeria then? Like what was your like let's
yeah,
say the past, not the
before,
5 years, like so let's say the
yeah,
past 10 years, like
Okay.
before you
I
got
was working. So the past so my life was just gym, work, school, and I was really into other things. Like I would like do my own projects. Like I would just be into like making cool stuff with my friends, so like building stuff.
and
So that I wish my time would go back to that. I actually miss that because now I keep scrolling on the phone and I know it's not me. I'm like, you
and where
know,
in Nigeria are you from?
I used to live in Lagos, but
Amazing.
my dad's Igbo and my mom's Urobo. So she's from the riverside. My dad's
mm-hmm.
from Imo State. Yeah.
So when are you coming to visit us again here, on the continent? Are you coming back soon?
I try to go back every now and then, probably December, but I'm trying to just go everywhere. I want to take the music everywhere. Recently,
Hopefully,
as part of the
hopefully
documentary.
everywhere.
Yeah, as
Hopefully,
part of the
hopefully
documentary.
everywhere. So where
Pardon?
else? So where else have you been to in Africa?
Well, I've been to Rwanda.
Wow.
Yeah,
Beautiful. And how was Rwanda, by the way?
it was
Let's
so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Like they are so
Did
clean, yo,
you
even
get to
cleaner
go
than here.
in Kigali or where they should go?
Yeah, Kigali,
Wow,
Kigali, Kigali.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
My aunt, she used to do like rest her soul. She's the one that passed away that made me feel like, yo, you gotta do this shit. She used to do the African Movie Academy Awards. And
Wow,
they used to do, yeah,
that's
yeah.
beautiful.
So they used to do it in Kigali, right, a couple years before she died. So I got to visit it for a bit, Malawi as well. They're so like they just have such a better quality of life. It's just so peaceful.
So you've not been to South Africa yet?
Not yet. That's on the bucket list. Like,
Wow.
not yet. I'm missing
Hopefully,
out.
hopefully music can bring you to South Africa,
Yeah,
hopefully.
yeah.
Because right now
I want
online there's some beef between South Africans and Nigerians online.
Oh yeah.
It's mostly fueled by football. I don't know what happened, but the soccer,
I did
I
watch the
don't know.
football thing.
I
I
don't
can't
know,
lie, you guys.
but
They
we just want to
confused.
make it clear that we're cool. We don't have any beef. We're cool. I don't know where it comes from, like, because we have a lot of
They
Nigerians.
literally they tried to take my piano from you guys.
Yeah,
You
okay,
see, you see,
yeah.
you
I
see,
mean,
you
yeah.
see.
I'm a pianist from Pretoria, and they already tried to take us
You see?
from us already. So yeah,
I
I
love
don't.
my piano though. I love my piano. And I love my piano.
Will we be hearing you on a piano joint anytime soon?
Yeah, I do have. That's what I'm saying. I have so much music. Like a part of the documentary is that I've met so many people traveling, and every time I've met them, I made music with them, and they taught me
Yeah.
something. And it's like I have my piano tracks, funk tracks, R&B, old school tracks. I went to a jam one time, and I was the only person there under 75, probably, but it was so fun. Like it was so fun. They'd never seen nobody rap on jazz beats before.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. That I'm sure you met a lot of people who actually play piano, and
So I'm actually learning guitar now. It's kind of forcing myself. I gotta get rid of these, but
Uh-huh.
but
They look beautiful, by
you
the
can
way.
use a piano or a pick. You said guitar, right?
I do, but it's still hard even just holding the strings. I know it's the discipline, but I love guitar. I love guitar. One of my friends actually gifted me one not too long ago. So it's just staring at me every morning. We kind of just do this thing.
That's awesome.
You look at it, it looks at you. You look at it, it looks
So
at you.
I'm curious to know, what's your academic life like? Are you an alumni? Where did you study or
Yeah,
life
I
like?
went to university. I went to Coventry University. I studied digital technology.
Okay.
I was like, that's kind of how I was working most of my uni year. Like, I didn't really make friends or nothing. I'm very much of an introvert because I was always at work or at uni, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I didn't have time at all. So the time I did have, I just be at home making music.
That's
And
Yeah.
yeah.
And you mentioned from your aunt, from your aunt being in the entertainment industry, is there anyone else who we can say was in the industry that you might have, you know, gotten any inspiration from?
I think everybody, the world, I think everybody, the world is my oyster. Like I see it like the fact that it exists. For me,
Yeah.
I've been doing music. I didn't even know you could do shit with this. Like I'm in my room doing this. When I go out and I see people's reception to it, I'm thinking like, this
Mm-hmm.
is crazy because we all can do this. So everybody, just anybody doing this shit, just inspired me. Like
Yeah.
my nephew in the room right now making beats like from 2 weeks ago. Been making them like in 30 minutes,
Yeah.
doing shit. You guys on the podcast asking me to come on. Come on.
That's nice though. But then, do you remember your first actual song that you made? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. I do. Okay, so I was in about year 7, 8. I think year 8.
Yeah.
It was costume day or something. I have a picture. I don't know if I'll find it somewhere. I was
Okay.
in like I'm dressed up as a witch, and my friend was like a bride. We're in music class upstairs,
Yeah.
and my music teacher was playing like an acoustic guitar, and that actually got me my first job ever because doing that freestyle with him. And I was just like, I miss my friends because they moved away to Canada, and I was like, let's have fun, 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 fun. It's been
Yeah.
long, long. And then that was just like, and then my music teacher was kind of surprised like how fast I was able to freestyle with the lyrics and stuff. And I just was like, yeah, I do that at home on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then yeah, after that, my head, like the owner of the school, actually called me to make a song for them about bullying, and they took me to the studio with
Mm-hmm.
like the choir and stuff, and I got to like actually like first ever so young, and I got to like see like how quickly you can actually do shit when you show people what you can do, and I was like, oh, this is
Quite
cool.
lucky. You're quite lucky because your first, we can say your first official song was a professional production, you know, with the choir and everything. It's kind of dope.
Yeah, like and I didn't even think it was possible because I got be joking around, but it's like, oh shit, it can't be wrong.
Yeah.
Still.
You know, most of the time we ask people, do you remember your first song? And it's like they did it in the bedroom and it sucked. You know, it's like first song, but at least you had some good experience in that. But then
Yeah.
just let us know in terms of from that point up until where you are. You know, you've met a lot of people, and who can you
Yeah.
say, you know, might have, that you maybe want to give a shout out to, you know, might have taught you something here and there. You might have got a vibe from them.
Uh, I got so many people because, like I said, I'm very new to this. I've just met them not too long ago. There's some guy I met like 2 weeks ago at this place called The Map. I made a song about it.
Wow.
And then he sent me, he was like, yeah, I got to sign. He's so cool. So, my, I gotta give a shout out to everybody's ever helped me. My sisters, my mom, God, Flo, this guy I met, I had a fight, and then I like went on a 2-day bender with him. He asked me to be on a podcast as well to talk about what happened because I you know it was funny. Sydney,
Yeah.
just the whole team, 255, like everybody, Theo, the videographer, Michael,
Mm-hmm.
God, my auntie, yeah.
And now your sound is, you describe it as R&B, funk, soul. Please let us know how best can you describe
The genre.
the genre that you make.
I was thinking of a name for it the other day when I was uploading it on my new track to SoundCloud. I
Yeah.
want to actually call it something because I think my genre is so unique. It's just like because I just take from everything. Like I just be inspired by everything.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's most closest to like trap soul
Okay.
funk,
Okay.
if that would make any
Okay.
trap soul funk.
That's new.
Because I like
Innovative.
Yeah.
It's very
I
innovative.
like mixing the old school with the new school, but like with hella auto tune and like young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any artists that you're listening to that maybe are kind of in the same unique category?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say right now there's one guy in Nigeria that I really like. It's called Odumodu Black. I love him so much. His music really
Okay.
nice. Another person I really like is I like Wizkid. Wizkid's really good.
Yeah, yeah,
Wizkid's really good.
yeah.
Off the top of my head now, I gotta go into my iTunes to see the last
Like
person
your
I
thoughts.
listened
I
to.
like your thoughts because I saw you when you said Wizkid, you kind of dazed off.
Yeah, I was listening to him before this, so it kind of just popped in my mind. But Odumodu Black is on there because I made a song that's like, every time I listen to an artist, I be inspired and I just make something in that style because I kind of when I listen to music, I can deconstruct this. Like I can hear the beat, the melody, the construct melody off of just
Yeah,
one sound, and it
yeah.
lets me kind of make a sound, but in my own way. So it's like you get the fruit, but you can make whatever you want with it.
So I'm curious to know, so your journey, so your process of writing music, what what state of mind do you need to be in? What's your process, when you're writing new music?
I freestyle. Everything on my mixtape is freestyle. I learned how to freestyle a lot because I go to jams. So I was doing it at home, but jams, you go there. I call it like a music jungle. You have people playing on the spot. You got to make the song right then and there. You got to flow with people you don't know, you've never met, and it's got to come out. So even when I get home, it's kind of made me easier. So I go there, get inspired. I come home and I just freestyle the track, and I just go to the next one. Yeah.
Okay. So you freestyle a lot before you actually get on and say the words.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope.
I freestyle and then I probably go back and kind of see if it makes sense and structure it. But usually it comes out just a go and it's like, this is cool.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes I don't even know afterwards. It's like,
So I want to know then, so then who has then influenced you? So who did you listen to and what were you listening to back then? Like, because you spoke, I know you've been influenced a bit by like all the genres of music, your soul, your
yeah.
R&Bs, so who then were you listening to back then? Which albums? I know Apple released the top 100 albums. So, who were you listening to? Maybe they featured on there as well.
Yeah. The thing is, it's gonna sound really weird, but I don't listen to artists by artists. I listen to music by music, but I don't. I would know the song. It sounds great. I have it on the playlist. That's why I go through the iTunes, but I don't know the artist by the name. But the top ones I know are like Drake. I like Drake even though he's like old school Drake, 50 Cent, Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj,
Okay.
Kendrick.
So you're like a 90s influenced baby. So you like
Yeah, a lot old school. My dad used to listen to a lot of Yanni, a lot of like orchestra, saxophones. Saxophone's my favorite instrument. So I'm influenced through those kind of sounds. Motown a lot. I like Motown. I'm trying to work on a Motown trap beat.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear about that Motown sound. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So,
the Motown thing, yeah.
in terms of the sound that you're gonna be, the sound that you've got out now, what sound, have you got out now? What should we expect from you? Do you have any, projects that are out there now that can maybe?
Expect a lot. I expect a lot. So I was not taking music seriously, like not until recently. So I had to take everything down as a joke because every time my friends were just asking me to do stuff, and I would just say, put a different name on it because I wasn't really on Apple or whatever. So now that I'm like trying to be on it, I'm trying to be in it. I got my mixtape Queen in the South, which is all the lessons I've learned living in South London the past couple of years. It's gonna be with the documentary, shot some music videos. They're so cool. We're doing some events, and also because what I care about most is the impact of the music, and the people that I'm working with are kind of on the same level. So what the music has done for me and the other people in the group is what we want to replicate. So it's going to be more so about the storytelling, encouraging people to just live in their truth and tell their stories in their own way. And, that's what I feel like people should expect, the music and the impact.
What's the name again? You said Queen?
Queen in the South.
The Queen in the South, the mixtape, yeah.
Yes, though.
And do you have any like collaborations on there? Any people that you might
There's one I really want with the UK artist called Shabo. I'm gonna email her manager, hopefully.
Okay.
Try to find it out because she's also the queen of I didn't even know before. My friend actually told me to check her out, and she has this whole Queen of the South thing, like because she's from here. I'm just in here. I just came in. That's what the queen in. I don't want no beef or nothing.
Some legitimate beef. Some legitimate
Yeah,
beef.
she's dope. I'm gonna hopefully fingers crossed, but I collaborate with like a lot of people. Like I meet at jams and so many dope musicians I've learned that they're also part of the documentary and the songs are in there. I don't want to speak too much because the visuals, I don't want to speak too much to give a lot away, but like It's
Yeah.
some really like dope shit, some dope artists, underground, overground, taking the music to the world and to the places where it hasn't been yet.
Now, how many? Because the process of putting an EP or an album together is crazy.
Yeah.
How many songs have you recorded, and how many do you want to put on the album or EP?
In the past couple, since I started making music, how many have I
No, no,
recorded,
no.
or how many are on
For this
EP?
particular project or EP, how many have you recorded?
This one's got 19 tracks.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a lot.
yeah. I would have put more, but there was no space. We don't have enough time to make.
So how many did you have to cut to create
I
that?
had like 70 because it was like the storyline we had to just vibe it through. It was a lot. Like
So
I was trying to pull a
so how much music do you have in your
lot.
archives?
A lot. I
Okay.
used to make songs like I was just making songs every like 3-4 songs a day because it was just like freestyling. I was doing that for like years, just chilling. So now I got like trying to put them into stories and little things and share it to the people, the knowledge. And I feel like God really was the one that kind of was like, bitch, you gotta do something with this shit I showed you.
Yeah,
That's interesting and very impressive. Shout out to you, by the way. We gotta commend that, putting in the work and just being consistent about it, and just zoning out.
I hope I remain this way. I just started, guys. Pray for me. Get the word out.
We'd love to obviously, be a part of your journey as well and, do this often and see if maybe we can also help you collaborate with some local artists as well here in South Africa.
Put the word out,
in Africa as well.
For the international. Put the word out in SA. Listen, I got the studio at home.
We've got some real meanings.
I want to take the music to the world.
That's exciting. We're also quite excited. We'll speak to Michael of Rose's management, of course, and we'll see what we do, get some collabos going on.
Now, artists. Here's the thing about artists. They create a lot of songs, a lot of songs. Now, I just want to know just your opinion around this. How do you know the biggest hits are those ones that are left behind and people are like, I had 70 songs. I chose 15, but the 20th is that song that the big, that will go big or global, Yeah. How do you kind of define or determine what's that process like to just pick those 19?
Yeah. Well, for me, it was kind of like the way I was making the songs, I could tell which time period I was and what I was going through based on the songs they were. So I just group them like that because each one tells a story. Then I move on to the next stage. Like I've already done like the Queen of the South project. I finished this a year ago. I've done like a much more than that. I just need to put this is the one that is the introduction of music to me. So that's why I need to go first, more so. And the way I kind of see it is like what the music I feel like people vibe to the most. I'm not really personal, like connected to some songs. It's like, because everything I feel like is just a feeling I put into a sound and you can feel things multiple times. So I don't think this is like everything I do have a couple favorites maybe, but
of course, yeah. That's nice. That's cool. But then do you usually host maybe like listening parties or listening sessions?
Yeah, like I have a couple of listening parties soon. I met a girl with a boat. I'm trying to see she'll hook that up for me. I do jams a lot. I go around perform. After this, I'm going to perform at this place in the Wild Cadbury with my friends. I know a lot of musicians in the communities. What kind of festive?
Yeah.
I wouldn't really be able to do this if I hadn't been like in the community constantly. Like I jam. It's like I work in the mornings and at night there's always a jam. There's always somewhere to go get music. So I'm running from here to there. You got to make it for the train back to work tomorrow. And
that's exciting. That sounds very exciting.
Sometimes I be
living the life. You're living the life, huh?
That's why I had to turn it into a movie. Like
that's exciting. So when was your last live performance?
It was in this place yesterday. What was it? It was a couple of days ago. The day before yesterday.
Yeah.
In
Is it Luna Lounge? I saw in your Instagram. Is it Luna Lounge?
yeah, Luna Lounge. Yeah.
That's exciting.
That
How was that?
bro. It was nice. Like the people were good. It was a different crowd though. Don't get me wrong, but they felt the music.
Uh-huh.
Leighton Stone is a bit, mayonnaise, but they felt it. They felt the vibes.
And what was that like? What goes through your mind like the moment before you kind of step on stage or the moment you are on stage? You know, what is it like?
Well,
Are you
I
like
love being.
anxious? Do you get anxious? Do you need to like
No, I'm kind of hungry for it. I'm hungry for it. Straight from the door. Like you guys gonna see in the documentary, it's from the jam. Straight from the door, I got the mic.
Okay,
Straight
it's
from the
like it's
door,
my
you
time
gotta
now.
pass me. Straight from the door, I got the mic. I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't really see it like that. I don't think I'm performing to accolades. I think I'm sharing to the people, so I don't feel that pressure. And I'm just grateful enough that they feel what I'm feeling, and it's good. So I'm like, praise God.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
You know,
I would love to come perform in South Africa. Or you guys, if you ever come to London, I'll take you to a jam. Yeah, I host you guys. Everybody, every time I've ever taken somebody, they always ask me, "Can I be your manager right after?"
we
So
love it.
We'd love to come
Okay.
to London and
Yeah,
be
yeah.
hosted by you.
The way you speak about it, that's how you actually
no,
put it.
it does have that feel. It does give me that feeling, and that's what I want to share. Like I'm putting the stuff I'm putting together. Like it makes me happy just feeling it because it's like other people. I've met people on the street and on the road come up to me. I probably had the worst day of my life, or I don't know what I'm doing, and like this is my first time here. If somebody tell me, "Oh, I saw you at a gym. You inspired me to do this. You did." My cousin messaged me. Like I went to see them in Houston last December, and like she was really shy and stuff. She didn't really um get out there much. She texted me like not too long ago, like because I did music with them. That she's like, oh, her and her friends did a talent show. They were inspired by me. She wrote this long message. My little cousins as well, and like just different people that don't even know them, and it's just like this is crazy. If it can make somebody want to do something good,
Now,
even if you don't feel good doing it.
and the vibe that I'm getting from you, I'm not sure if you are actually this type of person, but I'm getting a very poetic vibe from you. So I'm not sure if you've written poems or
I do. I
yeah.
did start. I grew up watching like slam poetry a lot. It taught me how to write. Like I grew up really listening to literature. I love reading. I love just knowing stuff. I think knowledge is so cool, and just the more you know, the more you can just do.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
that's true. That's true. That's more like when just back in the day. These days I'm not so sure, but back in the day, the rappers and the MCs, they used to carry around the dictionary, so
Yeah.
look at the words, you gotta
Your vocabulary is good.
yeah,
I know
so
Eminem is definitely, studied dictionary,
yeah.
all up in that.
Yeah, I got rhyme zone in my pocket 24/7. I got dictionary open all the time. We sitting down, we writing
Yeah.
rhymes, and I'm like,
Uh,
nah. I got one-liners every day throughout like every day this past year that I write down like this one-liners that I hear, things that I hear that cool that people say. It doesn't have to even be my conversation, just things that I learned for
Yeah.
that day, and I'm yo. So
I'm curious to know what drives a person like you? What's your morning routine like? What's your weekday like and what's your weekend like? Let's start with your weekday. Like when you wake up in the morning, how do you, get yourself going?
okay. Well, wake up in the morning, first thing pray, and then I'm up very early though, probably around like 3 in the morning, and then I try to pray and meditate just because my brain does have a lot of ADHD, so it's the only way I can slow down a little. Try not to use my phone or nothing. And then I have like, you guys want like full details?
No,
Okay, then
you can
I
hash
try to
them
run.
out. You can
I
hash them
try to
out.
go. I try to go for a run or walk because I live up the hill, so I can just go up and down like 15 minutes before I start work. And then I have a studio space just right beside my work, and because I work from the phone, so I'm able to compartmentalize, and I work online, and after 5, that's when I get dressed and I go out and perform, and I have a blast, and do the whole rock star life thing. I get on the bus and I come home and I eat whatever sandwich is left, and then I wake
And what's life like in
and then
London,
I
by the way?
Yeah, like how did you adjust from
it's cold. I feel like if you got the right people, but it's hard here. I'm not gonna lie. Like the energy sometimes is hard to simulate. Like you could be the brightest in the room. Like you could be the only person even willing to smile, and it's like it's crazy. But I get it and I don't. But when you find the right people, you just find people that make you smile, even if, regardless, you come in to do something positive outside of that to build something. Like I've seen niggas like I knew from a year ago that started something outside of a parking lot, now run events at like buildings, and I like saw the process through it, and then I'm like, okay, this is so cool.
yeah.
It's hard, but I've seen people push through the hard to do something out of it.
It's a jungle out there. The jungle. Like
I make a song about it. I make a song about everything.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
where can people get a listen of your music so far? Like on which platforms are you on as we speak?
Okay, so as we speak, numero zero, but it's coming out. It's coming out this June. I got my first single coming out, Vigilante, coming out this June. Or is it My Love? Let me just make sure it's right. Okay, guys, it's called My Love, coming out this June off my mixtape. It's the third single off my mixtape, Queen in the South. And it's like, do you guys want a sneak peek? I'm not showing you. I think you might like it. You guys want to sneak peek?
Go ahead.
Let's get into it.
Hey, go ahead.
We have a bit of time.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
All right. I would love to play it on my big speakers for you, so it sounds really good through the phone. I hope the audio is coming in quite well. But this song,
Try.
all right, cool. So this song, I took my sister to the studio, and she got tired of me making like really aggressive man hater music. And she's like, "Yo, make some like, why you always like this?" And I'm like, "You don't understand me."
You make London sound so fun. How is London, by the way? Like,
it is if you smile. If I feel like a lot of people say that, oh, London's really grim and
you look good. You look
I've
good as
seen
well.
that part, but
Your hair is good. Your nails
thank
good
you.
as well. London's taking care of you. You taking care of
I
London.
mean,
yeah.
I don't even got no makeup on, and thank you.
Yeah,
So
go area. Okay, that's good. That's good. We have to find ourselves in London. Because London,
you got to. It's not that bad. I wouldn't stay longer. I wouldn't stay too long though, but it's not that bad.
So where are you going next? Because you seem like a traveled person. You seem well traveled. So where's your next destination?
I am. I want to go to Fête de la. I want to go to France next. I plan to go to Fête de la Musique and go and stage Jigger on the jamming stages, so you guys can catch me at the south of France, running through the stages up and down, just jamming, doing 15 minutes.
So
Follow the map, guys.
Quite an adventure. Your life's quite an adventure, huh?
I gotta make it that way. I feel like if you don't, there's no magic in it.
Okay, so that's how I describe your life. How would you describe your life? Like with one word.
I would describe my life grateful.
Okay. It works. It works. Always works.
I would say just grateful. Like everything I say is a bonus round. I went through a really hard part the first time, and I feel like I've seen like I had this analogy of life when I developed as a kid. It's like a house. You got a lighthouse and a dark house. No matter where you sit, dark room and a light room. No matter where you sit, the light's gonna still be off or on in the other room. You can sit in each one. You need some to sleep. You need some to, So I know what it's like to sit there. So I like to sit in the other room now more so. And it's not that bad.
Yeah. It's beautiful perspective. It's beautiful perspective.
Yeah. But I would love to show you guys this little song. What's coming. It's called My Love. I hope it can play properly off here.
You should
Did you have a look at
send us
the
a sneak peek as well, so we can actually also play it on this podcast as well, towards the end, so people can actually be like,
please do.
yeah.
Should I send it to you? Do you have it?
You'll send it to us. You'll send it to us by the end of this podcast, of course.
But
Yeah, I'll send it to
But
you.
you can play it though.
All right.
You can give us a sneak peek so we
Yeah,
can
I'm
improve.
gonna play it now on my big speaker. I'm just trying to find it. I got so much music, I'm trying to file them and put them all in a different folder, but
So you said your sister's also in London. So all your family, you got quite a bit of family that side now?
yeah, quite a little bit.
That's exciting. That's pretty cool.
yeah,
Yeah, they don't do music though. My sisters, I try to force them to come to my shows. Only one of them comes, but they listen to my stuff. Like sometimes when I'm feeling sad, I would just see a video she sent me. She's doing her makeup and she's listening to my music, lip syncing, and I actually get gas because I'm like, you actually like it, not just because you're my sister. That's cool about. So it's really good.
That's
I guess I can play it off my phone. Now, let me know if you guys can hear it.
Okay, let's go.
Are you playing it off of your phone?
Okay, we are not really getting it so well.
Yeah, we can't hear it.
It's not coming.
Not coming.
All right, cool. Let me try it on the laptop on the big thing now.
Let's see.
Just see if that one works.
Let's try that.
But I'm sure you would love it. Honestly, it's like got some Spanish influence with it.
Spanish.
So how do you also pick your destinations, like where you travel to? Do you how do you pick your destinations?
I'm spiraling. I did it. It was just like the spirit was sending me there. Like something would randomly just come up that would just happen to lead me there, and I would just follow it. It was like a pattern. So like I would meet someone going somewhere that would say something, and say, "Oh, meet this person, talk to this person," and it's kind of vibe it out. And I was already looking for a way to kind of go. So I did something with the music here, and I could feel it. And I'm like, okay, maybe if I don't want to be here, and the music is still the same by sound. So like everywhere I've gone, like the demographic of people has been of all ages. I met a 70-year-old woman the other day that when it comes to my show. She had purple hair though. She was so dope. Just smoking a zoot on the side of the cinema. And I was just like, yo, like you give me hope that I'm gonna be okay. Since I'm gonna dye my hair at 70. No, she was dope. And stuff like that kind of just kind of just okay, I'm gonna play it for you now. So close. Stuff like that just makes me feel like the music is universal. I would go to Timbuktu if it meant that it was for the music, like to do it there. And like I found like even like little kids, like just even unintentionally how you kind of influence them without even knowing. And just because of the music, I've been even trying to do a school tour with the mixtape here, the locals, like the secondary schools here, to do like a special assembly with them to kind of share the lessons in the music and stuff.
That's cool. Speaking of little kids, and sharing a message and spreading a message, what advice do you have, for kids out there who might be, in Africa, in Nigeria, South Africa, in terms of just them finding themselves and doing what they love to do? Because I think you also found yourself at a place where, irrespective of where you've been in life, you're still at a place where you need to kind of, find yourself and you try to do what you love to do.
Yeah. Well, I would say that know who you are. And even if you don't know who you are, know who you're not. Like if you're not a loser, don't accept loser things, even if you don't necessarily know who you are, and who you are is not what you do. You know, you gotta just be cool with being yourself. Like it's okay. That's the only advice I say. Be cool with being yourself, and all other things come with fruition. Because if you're cool with being yourself, you naturally just gravitate to the things that you naturally want.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's exciting. Now, in terms of your music, you said it's only coming out like now in June, so where do people then also
My love is coming out? Pardon?
because people need to also follow you, you know, so that they can also, you know, get in contact and also see your updates.
Yeah.
So where
Follow
do
the
people
Instagram. I
follow
got a
you?
WhatsApp group though. The WhatsApp
Yeah.
group's way better because it's easier to, you know, I'm new to Instagram, but follow the WhatsApp group. I
Okay,
give you guys the link to the WhatsApp group as well.
okay, let's start with
If
the Instagram because I think people should get to the WhatsApp and then the Instagram and then get to the WhatsApp after
That would
that.
be dope. Yeah.
I
Because
got the link in the Instagram bio anyway. Got
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So what's
All
your
right, so
Instagram
this is the
handle?
song. Yeah, so this is a song coming out. Let me know, like thumbs up if you can hear if I'm a big speaker now. But this is the song I got coming out
Okay.
in June. Okay. Can you guys hear it?
No. So what I think we're gonna do is you're gonna send us those tracks and we're gonna play them
Okay.
on the podcast.
We will edit it in.
And we edit it in.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
that it also kind of
hey, okay,
we can
okay.
give like
Yeah.
input, then the listener out there can give like an input on the music,
Yeah.
okay?
Great, yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
maybe now we'll just
Yeah, for now, you know, we are yeah,
Hey.
I feel the energy though. I can see that you make good music.
I'm gonna try one more. This is so
So
annoying because it usually works.
so I don't know. So do you like
Nah.
sing? Do you sing? Do you rap? Do you do
I
spoken
sing and rap, yeah. I sing and rap. And I do stand-up comedy. I actually did do stand-up comedy as well. And that's what my musical is. I'm making an urban musical that's infused with stand-up comedy. So it's like
Wow.
So what's your process like when you're making music? I know you freestyle. So do you have a producer that you have consistently work with, or how do you?
I meet people. The people that I meet, I use YouTube beats as well, YouTube and the internet to connect with the producers and people I meet at jams. Sometimes I go to sessions and I meet people and they make the beats right in front of me. I have my nephew in the room just made a sick beat for me that in like 30 minutes. So I would say like just talking to people. I meet people on a train and they send me airdrop me their beats.
Yeah.
That's
just
dope.
from telling them my music.
London sounds pretty cool. It sounds like you guys are a good community. And yeah, it sounds really awesome.
It does. It really does.
This is to me, just pray for me, guys. I'm trying to get to the top. So
We'd love to be a part of, you know, your journey making to the top as well. I mean, we're all about love and support, aren't you, you know?
Yeah. It was really lovely to meet you.
So you said tonight you performing tonight? Were you performing?
Yeah. Freestyling at a jam.
Okay, that's cool. So what are you feeling like? What are you feeling like?
I'm gonna tell them about today. I'm gonna tell them what happened. I'm gonna tell them about you guys and tell them we had this interview in a cool song. I'm gonna send you the video just so you know that I did.
Go ahead.
Send it so we can maybe also add it onto this podcast.
Yeah.
That
would be dope.
I'm gonna send it.
So where do people follow you? Because we're gonna have to, you know, chop this up.
Follow me on Instagram at official Queen T. That's official Queen QUEENTEA. Did you get it?
Oh yeah. Queen. Repeat that again, please. Just one more time.
It's official Queen T. So official QUEEN. That's me, and then T, like to get the T of the Queen.
Yeah.
And then follow the WhatsApp group.
And when the listener out there, you know, listens to your music, what should they expect? You know, in your own words, how would you describe, you know, that expression?
Vibes in a pill. Someone described me as vibes in a pill, and that's what they should expect. They should just expect a vibe just from in a pill. They should say.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's beautiful. Exciting. That's beautiful. Now, with this song that we are about to premiere to. They'll probably hear the snippet here first, but then do you have a date, by the way? Do you have a specific date?
Well, I don't have a specific date, but before the end of June. But I'm gonna send you the date when I got it, because I'm a one-man army so far. So I'm working with what I got, but I'm building my team. God sent me some really cool people that I work with. This song is actually coming out. I shot a music video not too long ago with this guy Michael that I met, and literally I was supposed to do a shoot with him in Bristol, didn't end up showing up, and he just calls me one day. I'm thinking I'm about to ask him back for my deposit. Nigga goes like, yo, like I really fuck with what you're doing. Like you inspire me, so I want to help you bring your dream to fruition. He came over and he did a whole storyboard of what, like just like people actually fucking with the shit. So I'm like, yeah, so just expect a lot. The song is fire, the music is fire, but more so like how I want people to feel is what I care about the most. Because you get people saying, "Oh, I'm charting, I got my song on the charts," but like, how many people actually sitting down and be like, "Yo, let's play your song"? Nobody. Nobody's sitting down and saying, "Oh, I want to listen to this now." People are buying streams. Nobody's talking to me like, "Yo, your music. Like, I want to play this song." Because that's how it was back in the day. Because niggas was making music that was like they could feel, so people could relate.
Yeah.
Now you just talking about shit that nobody can live. You talk about shit you just see on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
A little fake life.
We're very excited, to listen to your music. I said it's about living the fake life now. They talk about what they about to do, what they're gonna do.
What they
get trouble, what they get themselves in trouble and criminate themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we're gonna quickly, just give you the platform. Remember, we introduced you to the world, and the people are gonna get a little snippet from this interview, and hopefully, we can run your plays up, and hopefully we can put a whole lot of expectation, anticipation onto the people. But now we're gonna give you the platform to actually introduce the song to the people who'll be listening to it for the first time, people who are hearing the words Queen for the first time. Are you ready for that?
Yeah, I'm ready for that. Like every time I go out and perform at an open mic, they're so mad at me when I tell them it's not out. They're like literally like, "What is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Guys, no, it's just like great on me, I'm coming." And like now to see it, it's like my local people, especially even the bricks in the area, because I work at a bakery as well on the weekends. So I got the local people in the bakery commenting on the Instagram. They're like, "Yo, I saw you last week," and they're coming into the shop and they're like, "Where's the music, man?"
It makes you
and it's like this.
More and more of your work.
Exactly.
You're very excited.
Yeah.
You're good at selling your music. You're very good at selling your music. We thought we were about to sell you, but you're selling yourself pretty well.
Exactly.
Very well.
Exactly. I try to pay attention, but attention.
Man, you smart girl. I see you. We see you.
Now,
I love that you see me, so I'm not bullshitting.
Nah, I'm
trying to do this for real.
Doing this job, making it very easy for us. That's smart work. So that's pretty cool. We like that. We like that a lot.
Now here's the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, this is Queen T, and you're listening to my first single ever, My Love, right now. Is that good?
Awesome.
All right, cool.
Where are we putting this number out? Where are we listening to this dope record?
Can you guys hear it now, though? No?
We tried.
I'll send it to you. I don't love it, though. I also want a video of you guys do your first reaction. I genuinely do. Yeah.
I cool. Do that, please.
I'll send it after the Zoom call because I think it might close the camera.
Okay.
No problem.
Queen T, thank you so much for joining us here at Cap City Digital, of course.
Thank you so much. I want to come to South Africa too, though. Tell them about me, okay? I do a sick show. I love Tyler. I love her. I love her.
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll try to connect you with someone so you can do like a record and we can see what we can do.
Hey, and you guys on Monday, yeah, they're having this thing. I will talk though, because you guys seem cool. You need to come to London. I need to come there. We need to have a little hosting session back and forth.
Let's talk right now, actually. Very soon. Let's make something happen.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Yeah, let's do it. Because on Monday, you guys come around here. On Monday, they have a my piano night at Ori, and I'm gonna perform there. And the band's gonna be playing strictly on my piano, and that place gets crazy on a regular thing. And we could do something. I'm sure they do something like that with live music in South Africa somewhere.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Kind of how I do it. When I go to these countries, I just find places that they do it and go there and ask, "Can I do it?" And they're like, "Yeah." It works. I'm not even gonna lie, like no bullshit. Like if you say the right shit, it works. They're like, "Yeah, go on."
That's exciting. That's pretty cool. We love your energy. And we look forward to catching up with you again very soon. Hopefully, we can find a way to kind of, premiere your music out and just premiere it out in a very studio.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna send you the song right now to listen to. I'm actually really excited about this. On WhatsApp, I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, it was nice to talk to you guys. Cap City Digital, get at me.
Do have a great evening ahead, of course.
And a great performance.
Thank you.
Yeah, excellent performance.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Queen T.
My love is not for the weak. I move by action, I don't really need to speak. Ain't you heard he just wait on the street? The talk is really cheap.